ready to install a power filter kit on my 2019 GP1800R. Already took some of the stuff out of the packaging earlier and got the block off put on there because I already have the fizzle oil catch can installed, which, as you can see, it's only just a couple bolts and it actually fits with the cover on it. So you can install this and still use your engine cover. You can see where the pipe for the hose goes down in there, and then it just comes across, hits this little fitting, and then I zip tied it to the mounts for the engine cover and tested it, and it doesn't put out very much oil smell inside the engine bay like it would if it was just the filter. So get the engine cover so you can see what it looks like with it on there. So there it is. So that's how it fits with the engine cover on. And you can see it doesn't even get near it. So looks like I'm gonna have to start by removing my blow-off valve in order to get to the intake. As you can see, it presses up against the intake box. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this thing off and then start showing you how the installation goes. All right, one thing I wanted to show you, the way these things are positioned in here, got to use a ratchet to get to them, just because they're deep down in there and it's easier this way. Okay, got that off now. A pretty good idea what that thing looks like before it goes on, I guess. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull off the intake tube that goes to the stock airbox. That sun's bright. There we go. Supercharger. Looks like it should just come off pretty easy. Here we go. Now we got our stock air tube. And then next, I guess we gotta pull these clips. There's 8 of them total. So this will be hard to get to. Screwdriver for that one. Let's see, over here. Got one down there. Man. One way down there. Right. All the clips off. Get this filter out of there. Wow. Okay, looks like they just screwed on there. I think there's a whole lot of, oh, I see. All right, there you go, stock one out. That's what the stock airbox looks like on the inside. Now I got a bunch of bolts to take out from in here, and then down here, and then I'll have that out in a second. All the bolts out of there. I'll go ahead and pull this thing out. Oh, guess maybe there's one more left. A couple back here. So I gotta get to that one real quick and then I'll come out. Everything out of there. Just gonna pull these 4 bolts and then this bracket comes out. And a zip tie, and I'm guessing that's a cooling line. It goes to the side of the ski. And then we'll be done. It's a stock airbox. So that's what it looks like. We got it out. That's the front half of it. Not really a whole lot of air can get through there. But, you know, that's stock for you. Alright, got the bolts off. Just gonna get that zip tie out of there. Then I gotta find a spot to tie that to. And the supercharger. So next I'm gonna pull that bolt off for the glove box right there. And get that prepped for the bracket. I'm gonna start installing this. Kind of prep it to go in there. You gotta install a bracket on there. This thing. And then this little rubber mount here on this guy here. It's like a vibration mount. Go. Now I'll start grabbing this. Get some hardware out of here, I guess, for that. There's comes a little Allen key and everything. It's kind of cool. And then, yep, bought that from Green Hulk. Thanks, Jeff. I think I'm gonna install this stuff too, real quick. On the front of it. Oh, nice. Be the ring that goes on there. Get to put this thing on. And I guess this lip right here goes towards the back of the supercharger. Like that. Probably gonna have to loosen that up. Yep. Okay. Go. Nice and pretty. Got that all tightened down. Let's see. Alright. I guess I'm next to gotta install this tapered velocity stack onto the back. It's threaded in there. So I guess we'll go ahead and put that on there real quick. It just spins on, I guess. And then to get it too tight, just hand tight's good enough, I guess, is what they say. So, just be held on by the filter. Alright, so there you go. Let's see if we can see what the front of that thing looks like. Once installed. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna put this little rubber deal on here. See if I can do that one-handed. Try to get the Riva part facing up because it looks badass. Okay, starting to look like a two-hander. All right, that on there now. Let's use a little 8mm nut driver. It's good. I gotta get this thing on here. Get the hardware for it right there. I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, got my blow-off valve all reinstalled. Everything routed. Getting ready to start it up. Quick tech tip. Make sure you have both clamps loose when you're putting this onto the velocity stack, because it actually goes, part of the velocity stack goes inside of the intake tube. So just a heads up there. And then the bracket on, and decided to zip tie this to the intake tube, just because there's nowhere else to put it. Just didn't want it flopping around full of water. So try to get you a view of the inside of this thing when it's installed. There you go. That's what it looks like. It's the bracket. And then I left this nut here loose on this bracket over here, where it connects towards the filter side, just so it was easier to maneuver around while I was trying to put it on the supercharger. Anyway, I'm gonna do a quick start, and we'll go from there.